just a second off Miller's pace.
So we have 3 finalists already advancing to the wipeout zone. But on the bubble, the guy in trouble, David Gorel. Ingle Katendig is on deck. Man's been breakdancing his way through the competition all day long. Now Ingle, set to go, looking to advance to the wipeout zone at Gorel's expense.
Oh!
Good strategy.
Wow, Ingle took a blast to the behind and slowed the treadmill down. I really hope that pays off for him.
It looks like Ingle's strategy's paying off. He's really cruising now.
And now the tennis ball's sure to bring down any contest. Oh, forget it.
Wow, he's doing really well.
Ingle Katendig, well on his way to the wipeout zone, just 5 feet away from... Oh! Ingle has fallen off. Now that's got to take so much out of him, both physically and certainly in terms of the clock.
He's losing some time here.
Oh, and he takes another fall to slow the treadmill down. You know, he's left himself only enough time for one last run.
Here he goes.
Ingle now steps away from his shot at $50,000. The seconds ticking away, closing the distance. Can he beat the clock? Can he do it?
Oh, no. Misses by less than 1/10 of a second. An unbelievable turn of events. Let's go down now to Jill. She has David.
David?
Yeah.
You are moving on to the wipeout zone. You have beat Ingle by milliseconds.
I told myself I wouldn't cry. That guy showed a lot of heart, and he didn't give up.
David got a little choked up there, huh? Looks like he was touched by an Ingle.
And then there were 4. The wipeout zone is set. Moving on, masseuse David Gorel, skateboarder Jim Wakefield, the ladies' man Joey Byam, and also our father of 2, Darren Miller.
After the break, our intrepid Final 4 take on
The wipeout. And one of them walks away with $50,000. Welcome back to Wipeout, where it has all come down to this. Only 4 competitors left with the $50,000 on the line. And all they had to do is tackle the wipeout zone. Contestants will first have to negotiate down a 45-degree slope filled with foam. We call that killer surf. It's then onto the barrel run, where contestants will have to leap over a series of barrels, sure, on their way to the top of the ramp.
Up next, the dreaded spinner. The remaining 4 will have to leap onto a slippery surface and make it across.
Last up, the launch pads, bouncing from one pad to another, and then, finally, it's on to the finish.
4 contestants remain, the first of which is our massage therapist, David Gorel. Let's take a look at how David got to the wipeout zone. He began the competition in good form, posting one of the top 5 times in the qualifier. Used his mouth as much as his legs to get through the sweeper.
Come on now! Give me some!
And finally, made it past the treadmill by the hair on his back.
Woo!
David Gorel on top of the wipeout zone, $50,000 on the line, and he is off.
Woo! Woo!
Gorel with a huge plunge. That's what we're taking another look at.
He goes down the 45-degree slope, plunging into the water in a sea of foam.
Now he's got to make his way over to our second element, the barrel run. Hops over a couple of barrels, then a third. Well, they keep coming. David, he just keeps getting after it.
You can see him starting to fall behind. David Gorel's scrappy, though, and he's not giving up.
And now it's time for him to navigate the climbing wall. Contestants need to make their way across that precariously thin strip by holding onto those holds, getting over to the next element. Not much to hang on to with your hands or your feet.
Barely making his way over.
And there's the spinner, folks, our evil merry-go-round for convicts and wipeout contestants.
Give me some!
Worth another look, though.
David tries to jump, but unfortunately, he just can't hold on.
So he has to go at it again. He looks to be good here, but... Oh! Barely misses it again.
He's trying to get to the platform here. Takes a dive, swing and a miss, and into the drain.
That's certainly going to cost him valuable time. But now back up on the spinner. Deep breath. Clearly, it's just exhausting, folks.
Come on! This is it! Woo!
David now off of the spinner. Only 4 launch pads separating him from the finish line.
And the first one there is nearly troublesome. Almost head over heels into the drink.
David got to jump from one to the other now. Obviously, time ticking away here. Can he hold on? Fire in the background. Hopefully, fire in this man's belly. Oh! Leaping 2 launch pads at once. That's the way it's supposed to be done, Pete. And David Goral finishes in 8 minutes 50 seconds.
Our next contestant, Jim Wakefield. Jill standing by with him now.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Jim. Jim, you made it to the wipeout zone. What's your strategy for going through this?
I'm gonna try not to poo in my wetsuit.
Okay.
Thank you, Jill. Now let's review Jim's wild ride to the wipeout zone. He skated through the qualifier with ease. Took home a cool $1,000 by doing the best of all the contestants in the sweeper and dominated the treadmill. Pretty much all day long, he's been our favorite.
You're right, John. Favorite indeed. Jim Wakefield poised. And there's the horn. Let's see if dreamboats can float.
Wakefield off into the killer surf, and that's certainly worth another look. Peek at this one again, folks. All 6'4" of Wakefield, arms and legs, off in a hail of foam. Now let's see if those long legs can handle the barrel run.
And he's making it look easy. It's like he's jumping over ants out there at 6'4". All right, here we go. Let's see if Jim Wakefield's giant snowshoes can handle this narrow foothold.
Wakefield barely holding on. Will he make it here? Got success. Now to the spinner. Remember, it took David Goral out twice. Here he goes. Oh, a dramatic fall.